Hey y'all, it is Sunday the 10th and I just dropped off some clothes to Callie at the church because she stayed the night somewhere and I had to get her outfit together. But I just watched my daughter's last video, her story time, and I'm not going to do a video to video my response, but I am going to do a response about her whole story time and how I feel about it. As her mother, I am very hard on her, especially being a female. I know that guys out here can be like predators, like vultures. They see somebody that's a virgin and they want to go after them. They want to take that from you. So ever since she was a little girl, I encouraged her as a child, don't let these men get up in your head or these little boys get up in your head because they only want you for one thing, Puberty hits, and when it hits hard. It's hard on everybody, trust me, I know. I've always been an open and honest parent when it comes to my children, and I answer any questions that they have for me, openly and honestly. And I was really strict on her, you know what I'm saying, and, I'd let her have a little boyfriend before, and this is where it all started. She started sending them pictures, and it got around school, and she was really hurt and really depressed afterwards. She really just couldn't find a reason to want to get up in the morning. She didn't want to live. She didn't want to do anything. She was just hurt, and I've been there before. But living the life that I've lived, making the mistakes that I've made, I try to encourage my kids to be better than I am and than I was, better than what I was back then at their ages, So I kind of suspected it because it's just the thing that girls do. They lose their virginity and they get these attitudes and they think that they're grown. So when she started to talk back and act out and stuff like that, I was like, something's going on here. Something's going on here. So I believe the night actually that she went out to meet the boy, contrary to what she says, I don't think I was asleep. I think I was working like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. at that point in time. And just when I got home, I just told me to like check her phone, and there it was. And of course, like she said on the story, she lied to me, which that's not even, her losing her virginity hurt because I know how boys can be. I know that they will fill your head up with lies. They will sell you all these golden dreams and break your heart. You know what I'm saying? I just went through this at the age of 31 with my son's father. He sold me all these dreams and all this stuff and then lied, broke my heart. We're not gonna get into all that. I'll save that for another story. But boys can be ruthless. Like, they don't care. They do not care. But she ended up seeing why I didn't want her to. Like, she'll ask me, can she date this boy? And I'll be like, what's his name? And she'll say a name and I'll be like, nah, that's not a good name. He does not have a good heart. He does not have a good spirit. He after one thing. And I'm like, I promise you, if you just listen to me, I will keep you from getting your heart broke. Like, for real. I will keep your heart from being broke. I still have trouble with her listening to me and taking my advice. She's starting to now. Like, some of the stuff she's saying on that video, she's realized because I've told her before it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wishes she would have kept her virginity. I went through a lot in my life. Me and her father got together, and I think we were together for like a year, but I still remember the day I lost my virginity. My mom used to work at the mall. She worked at Sears. She worked up there for years. His mom also worked at Sears too. We ended up getting together by a mutual friend. I'll just call her Jay. We ended up getting together by a mutual friend. She encouraged me to do it because at the time I had crushes on boys, but I really just was not interested in being with dudes like that. Like, I had enough going on in my life, period. Like, but I'm not gonna dabble into that either. But yeah. So I ended up talking to him, and I ended up like, he was kind of cute, whatever. Ended up being Deanna's dad, so I guess he was cute enough. But yeah, so it was one day we was walking around the mall, holding hands and stuff, just having fun. I think my parents knew we were dating. Like, they didn't like it, but they knew. Man, he convinced me to go to his house. So I went to his house, and then we ended up having sex. You know what I'm saying? His mom ended up coming home from work, on her break. I'm gonna smile because I don't have my kids in my car. His mom ended up coming home on her break and caught us and went back to work and told my mother. It was not a great first time. So I had to walk the Green Mile, dude, because we walked over there. Like, he lived right by the mall, and it only took like maybe 10-15 minutes to get to his house. Like, I would walk around there all the time anyways. Because back then, it was safe to do that. Like, you could walk around and go have fun and walk places and not have to worry about being snatched up and child trafficking and all that stuff. So I had to walk that Green Mile, dude. I got back up there. I couldn't even lie to my mama. She was like, "You having sex?" She reached her hand back and said, "Pow!" She slapped me dead in my chest. I swear that handprint was there for like 20 minutes. It's not funny, but that's how that happened. But I ended up having Deanna a little time afterwards, and I ended up being raped by his best friend. He ended up not talking to me, hanging out with the best friend. You know, when you're a kid, I'm not saying he's a bad person, he's a good person. He just made some very terrible mistakes. We ended up still hanging out with the friend and everything, and that ended up breaking my heart. And then he ended up getting kicked out of state, and that was very heartbreaking for me. And then I had to raise Deanna by myself for a long time. I mean, he did help some, you know what I'm saying, and he was just being one of those teens that are just rebellious, you know. It happens. And Deanna started off with abandonment issues. So that's the number one reason why I'm very cautious with my heart and who I decide to love. But even though you can be cautious, and when you let the right one in, it could still possibly not be the right one. Coming out of a 6-year relationship, you know what I'm saying? And this new dude I'm talking to, he's pretty cool, but trust issues are still there. But I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I'll probably introduce you guys to him one day. We'll do a video with him, probably a video of him doing Deanna's hair, I don't know, something like that. But he's really cute, he's sexy. But yeah, Dee's learning slowly but surely. So you have both of our virginity stories now. And I could tell she had trouble trying to tell you guys about it, because I think till this day it still hurts her. Her heart's still scarred, but she loves very easily. She's just like me. I can meet you and fall in love with your personality in an instant, and it don't take me much time to fall in love with you. But I still will be cautious. Like, you gotta be nowadays. There's so many people out here that have diseases and they don't care. They just throw them around. There's so many people that are out just to get sex from you, and then they never talk to you again. Like, that's happened to me, I think, twice last year. I was like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm really gonna get to know a person before I, you know, do anything. If I decide to, I have to know this person inside and out. But I am pulling up to my brother's house so that they can see my new car if they're even awake. But it's worth a shot. But I'm gonna run up in here. I hope you have enjoyed my response to her video as well as my story time. We'll hit y'all back again later. We love y'all. Peace.